the idea that the order was related with the semantics. So if you are in a document, the information is presented, and if you are talking, for instance, about a hard disk, the information that is following this part about the hard disk are only talking about the hard disk, because it has to have some meaning about some order about how the documents are. No, I think it's better to read this sentence and try to say what I'm trying to say. The nature and order of concepts in a document must have a coherent sequence given a domain ontology. So it must have, any document has to have some explanation, some coherent explanation given a semantics from the information that is in the document. It means that all of the old methods that use the syntax as the main clue to extract information, it works even if the document has no sense at all. That's true. For instance, you can write a document with any sense, only words at random, put that document at Google, and Google will be able to perform information retrieval including that document. And Google never will know that that document has no sense at all. So, in the master thesis we showed that, okay, using only semantics, it's possible to perform extractions. Okay, and next slide. What is our goal in the doctorate? And the idea is we show that both works together, and the community have shown that the lexical syntactical patterns were effective for that. Well, we will try to show that using the three evidence from the lexical, from the semantics, and from the syntax to perform the same information extraction. What are the challenges that we are addressing? How to combine that evidence? That was not. I tried to do that in the master, and it was not possible. So we built this extraction, but it was very difficult to include the syntactical part. Well, another challenge is to make a self-supervised system, because to build an ontology and to provide that ontology is costly. So the idea is that the main system use only a small ontology and try to extend that ontology. Other challenge that we have is to perform record detection in the master work. The idea that one document describes one object of the work, but there are many documents that describe many words, many objects of the work, and our system was not able to do that. And the big challenge is to keep high the F measure. The F measure is the combination from the precision and the recall measures. So that made it the harder part. And the main goal is like this. It's like this sample that we are giving here. If you give some information to the system will be able to perform all the information extraction tasks. Information such as there is a laptop with 400 gigabytes, a hard disk with 4 gigabytes of memory. Is that enough? And the answer should be yes. The idea is that we are giving here a small ontology saying a laptop has hard disk, laptop has memory. And an example of a hard disk are 400 gigabytes, an example of memory are 4 gigabytes. The idea is to use only a partial ontology and a partial instances and perform information extraction. Well, it seems to be harder, but we think that it could be possible. So, next slide. What we are expecting? Well, first, to develop the methods to do that job. And second, as a result, this method must to give us some patterns that will give some idea to the system of what the formatting of the documents means. That's an idea that now I realize that it's hard to explain, but maybe the third goal could be more clear. The idea is to find semantic patterns for understanding the use of the formatting structure in documents. Maybe the idea of this fancy sentence is to figure out a system that will be able to figure out what a table means, what a title means, that is something quite interesting, because we're trying to discover some kind of patterns. For instance, if you have a bunch of books, you always know that the title of the books becomes in special big letters, and as well the name of the author, without any other information, whatever is the language. For instance, I give you a book written in Russian, and it's possible to ask you which is the title and which is the author name. Even if we don't know anything about Russian, I will be able to identify, okay, that's the title, that should be the name of the guy who wrote that book. The idea is to find this kind of patterns as a contribution to in the development of that system, is to try to discover this kind of pattern related with semantics. Okay, next slide. That's one. Well, the related work is mainly the work performed in open information extraction by Professor Cioni at the University of Washington, and also most of the work of the Professor Felix Simiano at the University of Karlsruhe in Germany. The work related in document structure analysis, I'm still reviewing this literature, and I don't know really which are the more relevant work for the moment, and I'm working on that. Next slide, please. Questions?
Te tomó como 3 horas, pero bueno.